Hello everyone and welcome back to another Universe Sandbox video, and today we're going to be doing part 2 of Terraforming the Solar System 3.0. So yeah, last episode we did all of the inner planets, so we'll get a quick look at all of those guys before we move on. But yeah, if we go all the way down here, so obviously it's already done, but then we had Mercury down here, the very first one. I think Mercury is probably one of the best ones I've ever made with a colonized object. I think it looks so good with the color scheme, the atmosphere choice. Obviously the city lights are added to it now. I think it looks great. Then we have Mars here, which had the green tint on it with the green city lights, looking very fancy indeed. It's obviously got some green oceans on there as well, but we did have an issue where its atmosphere will just, no matter how high you put it, the atmosphere just wouldn't warm it up. So yeah, I didn't see anyone mention anything about if there's a fix for it, so I'm guessing there isn't, so that's quite annoying there. Then we have our Venus, the desert-like world, all terraformed up, so it's got the blue atmosphere similar to Earth with white clouds, looking really cool as well. And this one had a yellow tint or an orange tint to give it more of a orange yellowy city light look, which yeah, I say those city lights do look very nice indeed on Venus there. But yeah, now the inner planets are all done, we're going to be heading out to Jupiter next. So let's just get straight into this. And Jupiter, I've got something special planned for. So obviously with Jupiter, we're going to need to move all the gas. So we're going to need to do that. So that would obviously revert it to this. But yeah, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to replace it with another special tinted object, which I'm going to add in. So I'm going to replace object. I'm going to have to search it up like I did last episode. If the menu opens anytime soon, that would be appreciated. There we go. It's a very long loading time for the first time you open it. But yeah, so if I search tint, we have got, where are we? So Jupiter is here. So tint red Jupiter. So here we go. So this is what I have decided to choose. So yeah, it's just the Jupiter. It's got the mass. It just has all of its hydrogen removed. So it's a fresh Jupiter made in this version of the game. I made it the same day as I filmed the first episode. So yeah, they're all very new objects here. So we'll click play, let it run for a bit. So yeah, there we go. So that's our Jupiter. Now, obviously, we're going to want to terraform it up. So let's go ahead and scroll all the way down here. Right, and then we want to, we want to add an atmosphere first, obviously. So let's go ahead and get that on there. So ATM, I guess we'll go with 100 ATM to start off with. I mean, I don't even know. I reckon we'll just probably have the same glitch Earth or Mars had. Or maybe not. Looks like is it warming up a bit? Let's just let it speed up a bit. No, it's getting cold. So yeah, same issue as what Mars had by the looks of it, which is very annoying. So I mean, I can try again. I mean, we can try and buff it up. So let's just go absolutely crazy. What about 10,000? You're gonna get cold at 10,000 ATM? Yes, it is. So that just proves the point that yeah, this version of the game, the atmospheres are completely broken. They literally do not do anything to help the temperature of the object out. I mean, at this distance, even though we're at this far, a huge atmosphere on this, it used to be able to warm the planet up. So it's very unfortunate. We definitely need a lock feature for the temperature, I think. It's just annoying. You're trying so hard with the atmosphere to get it warm, and it just won't work. So I'm just going to put it to 40 degrees. That's plenty of time to let the water go on it. So let's just go ahead and actually add the water now. So where are we? And we have got an atmosphere on here as well. I think it's just darkened out because it was a regular Jupiter. So we'll have to close and reopen the menu, I think, for the atmosphere to appear. Yep, there we go. So there's our atmosphere. So we'll just leave it. Yeah, we'll leave it white to begin with. So obviously surface, composition. Right, now we want to add some water to it. So yeah, there we go. So there's the oceans. So we'll let those increase a little bit. So yeah, there we go. Looking very nice indeed. So then what we're going to do is we're going to change the colour of this land. Because obviously it looks a little red right now. So we're going to go to a little more of a nicer looking colour. So let's go ahead to, I guess we can go to the greens. And then the lower elevation as well. So that's obviously this shade here. So let's go ahead and make this darker. Or should we go with more of a bluish look, a more greenish look? I'm guessing all of the... Where are the oceans, actually? So let's increase the water a bit more. So where are our oceans? Come on. We'll get up a bit more. So there we go. So that's all ocean. Okay, so not much land is really on show right now. All these red parts, I'm guessing, are ice. So that's why we can't see much of the actual colour underneath there. So if we just go ahead and remove all of this. So that's what we've got underneath. So it's got a slight red tint to it as well. You can see the land there, but yeah, I'm guessing all these whiter patches, they are just ice, so we can't change the colour of those, unfortunately. But yeah, we do have our coloured land underneath, so we can just remove the water a bit. But yeah, it seems like this thing's got a lot of ice on it, which is quite annoying, even though we did pull it to a higher temperature. I mean, what's the temperature on us? So still, I mean, we can go a little higher, 80 degrees. I mean, that should hopefully remove some of the ice. But yeah, this just goes to show that the game with water and just warming planets up, it is very, very broken by the looks of it there, because yeah, the atmospheres, they should be warming it up at that sort of temperature. But yeah, there we go. So that's what we got now. But yeah, now we're going to head all the way to your surface appearance. Yep. So now we're going to head to city lights. So if we turn those on, go back to realistic mode. Check these out. Yes, look at that. So we have got red city lights now. Shade it's more of a paler red. It's not also the deepest red you can go. But yeah, we've got like a really nice set of red lights on the Jupiter now. And there's a ton of lights on this one as well. So that's looking very, very nice indeed. Quite a weird looking world with the atmosphere and all that. But yeah, I think that looks. I mean, you can probably class that as terraform. But I think to make it look a little more friendly, we're going to go over more bluish atmosphere. I think that may be a little overkill. So let's go with a slight. No, I think that's a little too much. But let's go with like a mix of a white and a blue. Let's maybe something like that. There we go. So tint red Jupiter there. You got a bit of a blue atmosphere going on there. We're gonna add a little more ocean to it as well. It's very annoying all the ocean's frozen though, because it would look a lot nicer if we actually had more of the land pouring through. But there we go. So I guess we can roll that, and then also it's got the city lights on this side. So looking very nice indeed there. So there's our Jupiter. Looking good. This is quite an interesting look to it. Also the atmosphere, and also you can see the colours underneath. It's just that red ice that will not go away just due to the game limiting us. But yeah, the surface should be a lot nicer looking underneath. So I mean, if we go to flashlight again, you can't really see much of it, but you can see some of the nicer colours poking out there. But yeah, it's mainly just the tint of the object and all the ice. Because even if it wasn't tinted, it would still just be normal coloured ice. So yeah, there we go. But there's our Jupiter done. So let's head out to Saturn next. So here we go. So again, same process. So this would have to remove all of the gas. So that would make it a lot smaller. Then we're going to want to go ahead and replace. So Saturn didn't used to spawn with water on it when you made it smaller. That's interesting. But yeah, if I search up Saturn now. So I don't have many Saturns at all, actually. So tint yellow Saturn. So let's go ahead and load this guy up. So here we go. So this is our Saturn. So yeah, there we go. And it's actually already got water on it. So we won't have to play around with its temperature, trying to get it correct there. But yeah, we can still add an atmosphere to it. So let's go with atmosphere. Yeah, it doesn't even matter what value we put in. Let's just go 50 ATM there. So we've got our atmosphere back. So there we go. So I'm guessing the temperature will drop. Oh, so there's where's all the water going? That's it's all freezing. Okay, so we'll put it to let's go with 100 degrees. Really let that warm, keep that nice and warm. So there we go. Now obviously we'll need to lower the amount of water we've got on here. So there's our surface underneath. So it's very yellow in colour, as we can see there. But we have a few changes here. We should be able to make it look a little more interesting. So yeah, there we go. So we can make it slightly more blue. Can we go with a bit more of a greenish look? Yeah, we can. There we go. All right, looking good. We'll keep the high elevation as white. Low elevation, I guess we can go with a bluish green as well. So let's go roll with that. So that's our product now. So that's how it's looking. We can still see all of the light areas. That's just all ice, which is very annoying as well. And if we look around, all the city lights are already enabled for us. But yeah, there we go. Check those out. So we've got yellow lights on Saturn here. And then if we close, reopen, we want to change the atmosphere as well. So atmosphere color. Let's go with a very nice light blue there. So there we go. Looking good. I think I'll put Earth in the name. I'm fancying white clouds on this as well. So if I just put Earth there, it doesn't really matter what it's called. But there we go. So we've got our white clouds, blue atmosphere, and a very tropical, I guess, looking surface underneath with the yellows, the greens on there too. So yeah, I'm really liking the way this one's looking actually. So there we go. So if we increase the water a bit, it actually does remove some of that the yellow on it as well actually. So yeah, there we go. That's looking very nice actually. So just let it actually, we can speed up the rotation on it a bit. So, oh no, it already is pretty quick. Forgot, it's Saturn, isn't it? It does rotate fast already. So let's just load the time up. So there we go. So that's our Saturn now. Looking very nice. More of a water world, obviously, as we can see here. I think with the high elevation, so how would that look if we change it? Okay, so we just leave it as white. That's fine. But yeah, look at the, we've got some city lights around the back here. It's mainly in the north here. You can really see them nicely there. So yeah, that is looking very nice indeed. So there's Saturn. Very happy with that, I have to say. I think that looks really, really cool. I think with the atmosphere, I am going to give it a slight tweak, though. Maybe a little more pale with the blue there, just to match the white clouds a little more. Yeah, I'm liking that. That's looking good. I'm going to lower the water just a tad as well, but that does add all that yellow ice back, and I'm not too keen on the yellow ice there, so actually we're going to have to sacrifice a bit of the land and get a bit more water on just to get rid of that annoying ice. But yeah, there we go. So I think overall that is quite a nice looking world still, with the city lights on it. I think that does look really cool. So there is our yellow Saturn there, so that's looking good. So there is Saturn done now, and I think trail colors. Yeah, we haven't done the trail colors, so yeah, interface. So let's I guess we can make it like a yellowy sort of green for Saturn, and then Jupiter was more of the reddish sort of look with the blue. So I think this guy would have to be maybe a sort of purple to sort of represent red and blue, maybe, since it is got reds and blues on it there as well. But yes, I guess we can try what we did with Saturn and see if we can. Maybe if we add more water, it'll get rid of some of the reddish colour to it. So let's see if that works. Oh, it does. Okay, so if we add a bit more water, it does get rid of that stupid ice which is on the surface. That is very strange. I don't know why it's doing that. By adding more water, removes the ice when we're already. There shouldn't be any ice at all at this sort of temperature. But yeah, there we go. So there's our Jupiter. How's our city lights doing? Are they enabled properly? So appearance, illuminate always. Yep. So we just can't see any at the moment. I'm guessing it's because we have got too much water on here. But let's just let it rotate. So, no, the other lights are on there. No, you just have to be in the right place. Whoa, what is going on here? I think we found a city light glitch. So that's another glitch we can add to the tally. But yeah, what is going on here? That's quite a weird set of lights we've got going on there. Is that the water doing that? Let's have a look. So, okay, so it is. The water is causing them to appear very strangely. What does the planet look like? Okay, yeah, that doesn't look right. I mean, I thought it was just maybe the water's just flooding the cities up, but no, we can see it's got a very weird collection of islands, all the same shape. I mean, what's all this? Why you got to do that, game? Come on, that is very, very mysterious why it's doing that. So yeah, look, it's just the weird surface grids stuff doing that. Yeah, I'm not keen on the surface grids because they really messed up the way water works on the planets there, but. Yeah, that's pretty frustrating when they do that. But let's add the lights back on and then put it back on realistic so we don't really have to look at it. There we go. So I think it's weird, but yeah, we can live with it. Nothing we can do about it, unfortunately. So yeah, there's our Jupiter again. Still got so much of that red ice on it. The ice just will not go away unless we add a load of water to it. But then if you add water, it does really sort of lower the city lights. But I mean, we've still got a decent amount, so it's fine. I think it looks okay. And I think actually with Jupiter, I'm going to, again, go with the white clouds on it. So if we just put Earth back in there, I think the white clouds just add a little more to it. Make it look a little more Earth-like. So there's our Jupiter, liking the way that is. There, put orbits back on labels. So we've got Jupiter up there. I think now we've changed it, I will alter its surface colour a bit. So let's go with the sort of paler colour there. Yellow Saturn up here. I really do like the way this one has to look. So, but yeah, there we go. But I think maybe a few more tweaks to the atmosphere actually, so I'm gonna give it a slight change. I want to make it a little more deeper with the blue, just add a tad more blue into it. There we go. And then the interface, gonna go with a nice sort of shade of blue for its interface there. So there we go. So that's our yellow Saturn Earth. So we've got, yeah, we can see the solar system's got a lot more nicer looking colours, all nice shades of blue and stuff for the colonised worlds there. But yeah, now we're heading out to Uranus now. So let's go ahead and replace this same process. So obviously we'd need to remove all the hydrogen from it. So there we go. It's all freezing up now. I don't know why it wasn't frozen in the first place. We are at minus 217 here, but I don't know, Universe Sandbox logic. There we go. To replace object, let's go to tint again. So then we have got, let's see here, tint orange Venus. No, that's the wrong one. Tint pale blue Uranus. Here we go. So let's see what this is going still. So as we can see, you can already see what sort of lights it's going to have, but let's just get it all set up. So also you're going to go to surface, add atmosphere on. So, I mean, doesn't really matter, 100 ATM, I mean, it's not going to make a difference. So there we go. So then we add city lights on, so that gives us these lights. You can see, yes, look at this, look at the lights this has. It's just, oh, I forgot Uranus rotates very strangely, but yeah, look at the lights that this guy has. Yeah, look at those cyan lights. They are looking very nice. So the pale blue, sort of light blue city lights on it, looking very nice indeed there. And then composition, I'm going to add some water to it. So I don't know how this is going to work. I'll look on this planet. So there we go. So add some water to it, and it's still giving us these weird ice. Come on, it's 100 degrees. There shouldn't be ice at 100. Come on, 200. Surely not, right? There shouldn't be ice at 200 degrees. I mean, at the moment, it's just visual colonization. The temperature and the stats, they don't mean nothing for these colonized objects. The stats just don't seem to work properly. So there we go. But yeah, since Uranus is tilted on its side, its ice area is obviously going to be in the where the tilted areas are. But so there we go. Let's add some more water to it though, because we nowhere near have enough. So there we go. Let's really let that increase as well. So don't want to flood too much of those city lights out. But there we go. So we've got a decent amount going on there as well. Very weird. Look how strange it is. It's mostly ocean at the bottom. A lot more land in the north there. But yeah, I'm going to change the surface up as well. So can we go with a bit of green? Oh, okay. So let's have a nice sort of dark green. There we go. I'm also going to add a sort of... yeah, we'll have two sort of dark greens, actually, for that. High elevation. I guess we'll go with... No. I'm just going to keep that darked out, actually. So there we go. So that's our Uranus. Now, actually, no, I'm not. No. We're just going to go all shades of green, just different shades of green. Actually, I think that's going to look pretty good. So just maybe that one a tad lighter there. Okay, so there we go. That's what we got now. Now I'm going to close it, reopen it, so we can alter the atmosphere. It's atmosphere. Here we go. So where's our atmosphere? Come on, I want to see atmosphere. On, off, no. Atmosphere. Where are you at? 100 ATM. Is it even going to show? Come on, no, don't do this to us with that glitch. I thought this... See, this was supposedly patched. The atmosphere's not showing up. So, atmosphere. There's definitely an atmosphere added, because we... Okay, so it's not showing. That's very troublesome. That's very annoying. I want to get a nice atmosphere on here. Come on. So, there we go. But yeah, overall already, though, the city lights on this look great. I mean, look at that. We really need an option to tint objects in game. I mean, why are they... Like, they're in the files. You can tint them in the files. But why can't we do it in game if there's no way to do it in the game? Like, why even have it an option for it in the files if there's nothing to do in the game for it? You know, I mean, there's loads of hidden stuff in the files. If you look, you see there's loads of stuff in the game. There's loads of stuff in the files that you can't actually do in the game, which is quite annoying. For everyone who can't mod, but at least I can do a bit of it just to get some of these cool city lights and stuff. But right now, so it's just... Oh, well, now that's way too much water. Okay, let's remove that. I mean, look at that. That's just one click. Look how much... That's very strange sort of stuff going on. We can make it more of an ocean world, I guess. I mean, we haven't really got one of those yet. But yeah, I just want to get this atmosphere to show up. So I think it should be red right now. I mean, that doesn't look entirely right. But I'm going to give it a save. And then we'll reopen it. Maybe that will fix it, because we know that has fixed a lot of stuff before with older glitches. So let's just give it a save, and we'll reopen it. Maybe if we're lucky it will, but if it doesn't, that'd be quite unfortunate. So let's reopen the simulation now. Let's maybe, fingers crossed. No, it's not looking good. So where are we? Atmosphere cut. Nah, that's a shame. Look at that. The atmosphere should be on there. I mean, come on, we've got an atmosphere going on here. What is this? Maybe if I just reset the number, or if we remove the atmosphere, re-add the atmosphere. Okay, so no, there is an atmosphere. Am I just being stupid? Atmosphere is switched on, yes. So that there is a glow to it. You can see that it added a glow. So, but when we turn that on and off, nothing happens. But when we remove the atmosphere, if we put it to 0 again, you can see it does. There is an atmosphere there. It's just not showing up correctly. I mean, that's very strange. I mean, I don't know what's going on there at all. That's very, very weird. I mean, interface, you can see that there is an atmosphere here. We're trying to go for an atmosphere. There's no clouds. Maybe it's because I put the temperature too high. That would be my first guess. So maybe that's on me, actually. So let's just put it to 50. Okay, so is that going to do anything? I mean, 50 degrees, you should be getting the clouds and atmosphere showing up at that temperature. So there we go. That's what we want. So it's mainly just me, actually. So, yeah, that's on me. But, yeah, there we go. So we've got the white clouds looking on it. And, yeah, the white clouds with that surface colour underneath. That's looking pretty interesting. So, yeah, but I'm not sure if I want the white cloud. So what other colours? Now we've got it working all the red. Oh, tropical, sort of green, blue. I think maybe we could sort of reflect the regular sort of Uranus colour, but with the atmosphere colour. So that would give us something like this. Oh, the city lights look so good. But yeah, there we go. So I'm quite happy with that, actually. I think that's looking good. So let's just look at it in the top menu up here. But yeah, I think that looks really cool. So I may go over a slight more yellow just to try and... Oh, that's weird how it makes that glow there. But that's just the elevation. Middle, maybe a little more lime green, just I want to sort of try and get the impression there's a bit of sand, like sandy beaches on the side of the object. So that's what it looks like there. So I want to just get a close look at this. So if I lower the... See, oh my god, that was one click. One click does so much on this planet. That is crazy. Yeah, add in water. We need one of those bars. We need one of these bars here. So you see this atmosphere mass, the plus and the minus button. We need one of those for the water composition. These options here, because dragging it or clicking plus and minus, it never works. I think this menu should have a redone, personally, just from experience. Because I mean, I've done so many videos of trying to customize objects and stuff, and the water has always been a menace to do, I have to say. So yeah, there we go there. But let's keep it going now. But yeah, I think overall, I think I'm going to leave that the way it is. So the atmosphere back on there, And I think that does look really cool with the city lights. Yeah, that green glow's got to go. So we're just going to darken that out. So yeah, there we go there. I'm going to lower the green on this as well. So let's make it a lot darker there. I don't want to make it too in your face, you know. So there we go. And then the high elevation, that just makes the polar caps look a little more white. So if I just darken those out completely, there we go. So yeah, that is our Uranus now. So let's just get a full look of the object in directional light. So yeah, there we go there. So that's it, where if it looked a lot more lit up there. But those clouds look really cool. Well, remember, the planet is tilted on its side. So flashlight, that's what it actually looks like. So yeah, there we go there. Actually, I'm sorry, I think that's one of the best ones in here. I really like the way that looks. So flashlight, realistic. So we'll leave it like that. City lights on it look gorgeous as well. But now let's move out to the last planet. So this is gonna be interesting. We'll do the interface as well. Just give it a slight more pale blue to it. Oh, less pale, sorry. So there we go. So we've got our Uranus now onto Neptune. So again, same process. We've got to remove those beautiful blue clouds. So there we go. So some all the way down here. So there's Neptune. Right. So then replace object. Right. So then we'll see the last one. So I'm pretty sure you guys can all guess what city lights I'm going to have on here. So let's go ahead and add them in. So where are we? So tint blue Neptune. Okay. So this one is all blue tinted. So this one is going to look awesome. I mean, look at the tint on this. I mean, this one is absolutely crazy. So there we go. I did try making the tint a little less effective, but it just darkened the whole object, so I didn't want to do that. So yeah, this one is pretty much going to be the same shade of blue. And there's not really too much we can do to visual customization. And then if we just remove the water, actually. So that's what it looks like underneath. But when you have a blue tint and you try adding another color, it's just going to make the other color look black. It's like any color we can add here. White, like... You can't really do much to a blue tinted object. I mean, any color, you can't do anything unless you add blues or purples, because the blue just overpowers all the other colors, even red there. So yeah, you really can't do much to this at all. So I guess we can just have a very darkened world, in theory. So there we go. So this would be like a very darkened colony. And also if we add the ice back to it, add the water to it, it's very dark here. But the blue oceans, ultra blue oceans there. So that's our Neptune at the moment. This is frozen. I mean, we don't have to have it at a reasonable temperature to colonize it. In theory, we could have it a little more different, and then the people who live on here could just live in bases and stuff and never go outside, as outside would be too inhospitable, I guess. But I mean, we can still make it look a little more pretty. So appearance, city lights on, and check out the city lights on that. Oh, the gorgeous looking blue. Look at those. So let's just get a close-up look. But yeah, check those out. So the blue lights on it, oh, they look gorgeous. So there we go. There's our blue Neptune. It's so dark out here, though. So obviously we got the colours solar. I think surface, we are going to have it. Yeah, we'll just have to have it as blue, I guess. I mean, there's really no other option for us to use. It's just got to be an all-blue world. So it'd be very alien indeed, very frozen. But yeah, with this color setup, you really can't change the colors much. I mean, we can have a sort of mix of the blue and black, I guess. I mean, or more of a grayish sort of color. I don't want to make it too dark, I guess. Have that as white, and in the middle elevation, that's really where the main sort of color scheme is. I mean, but yeah, there we go. So really, there's really no option. I mean, no matter what I select, it's all gonna look the same anyway. So I guess we'll just keep it as a shade of blue. There's really not much we can do. And I guess the way we can try and make it look a little better is just obviously if we pull it up to, say, 50 degrees, let's start off with that. And then we'll add some water to it. So yeah, there we go. So even the oceans are completely blue. I mean, there it is there. I mean, it just acts absolutely insane with the blue. But yeah, there we go. So the ocean's on it. I can barely see what I'm doing out here. So that's just a better look. I mean, look at the gorgeous blue it is. But this one's a little overkill with the Neptune. So how are we doing here? So if I click play, so there's that. Okay, so there are the oceans. We can see there, looking good. Then there we go. So if we look behind, where are our city lights? There's this city light. So it's a very blue world. So yeah, there we go there. That is a beauty. But obviously with realistic mode, it's going to make it look very dark. But the city lights are still there. So it's a very strange colonized world, this one. But yeah, there we go. And I guess atmosphere. We haven't even had an atmosphere. So I mean, yeah, we'll just go to 1000 ATM. I mean, it's not gonna edit it anyway, so we'll just leave it at 50 degrees there. So atmosphere color. So also need to close it, reopen it. So appearance, atmosphere color. Okay, so now we should be able to. There we go. So I'm guessing, yeah, the white clouds. Let's go to the white clouds. They really make it look how much different it looks with the. Like if we just remove that, look how much different it makes it look. That's insane. So there we go on studio mode. That's what it actually looks like. So it's a little more Earth-like looking. But I think what I'm going to do is we're going to go. If it was a green, so can we go green atmosphere on it? Oh, no, that's interface. No, no, no. Leave that. Atmosphere. There we go. So what if I go... Oh, that looks insane. So if I go with green but with white clouds, how would that look? Oh my god, that is a very, very funky looking world indeed. But I mean, if we're going realistic, that's what you actually get. I mean, for an object that's tinted all blue, that green atmosphere sort of makes the surface look less blue. That doesn't look that bad. I mean, it's very unique. It's a little over the top, I'll admit, but I mean, I think that looks actually really cool. So you can see the beautiful city lights on it, with the white clouds, the green atmosphere. That's an interesting one. That's a really interesting appearance there. But wow, I'm happy with that. I think that looks really cool. So there is. Oh god, no, I don't want to do that. So where are the oceans? We actually want to get a. So realistic. We've gone direct. No, not directional. And no, directional works. So where are the oceans? It's I think the darker blue is the oceans. So yeah, so the darker blue is the oceans. Okay. So there we go. But yeah, really, really crazy stuff indeed. I mean, that's what it would look like if you completely flooded it. So and there wouldn't be any city lights, which would suck. So we'd have to. Oh, whoa, no, that's way. See, just one click and it ruins your water. Why? It's been in the game for the longest of time now. I'd love to see that one day get changed because it's so annoying. We need one of these menus. We need this ×1, ×0.5, ×2, ×10. We need one of these menus for these composition options. I really think that would really save a lot of people a lot of time with that. But yeah, there we go. So how's our oceans doing now? Come on, where are they? Come on. So, oh, it's playing around me. Look, no oceans are being added now. Come on. So 50 degrees here. That's 50 degrees. Come on, add our water back. Come on, where are you going? So can we get... There we go. All right, cool. So let's get it to a nice level. There we go. I'm going to leave it like that. The shades of blue on it are just crazy, aren't they? Maybe with the oceans now, we could... And the atmosphere, we could sort of darken this down. Oh, okay. Oh, that's... Oh. So maybe with a tad shade of green in there. And obviously the high elevation would be that. So would you have a very dark sort of greenish, bluish surface? I mean, maybe somewhere around there. And then the top parts, the very blue parts, that's ice, so we can't change that due to the tint. But overall, I mean, it's a very unique, interesting world. It's probably the most unique in here, but it's a beauty. I think it's a beauty. I mean, wow. I think it looks really, really cool. I mean, just from the side angle here. I mean, if we just look at it from this sort of angle, just the blue oceans, the green atmosphere. I mean, look at, and the white clouds. I mean, look at that. I think that looks amazing. And then obviously we've got the city lights over here. Oh, that's gorgeous. I really like the way that's looking. So we'll just call it Neptune Earth, just so we can keep the white clouds. So there we go. So Neptune Earth. I didn't put a capital N. Let's go ahead and add that. There we go. So there's our Neptune. It's also got the same mass as normal. So there's our Neptune done. Now, so that's all of the main planets. But we're gonna attempt to do Pluto now. So yeah, there is Neptune. Very, very happy with that. So let's just head all the way out. So Neptune, Earth, now Pluto. So Pluto on the purple trail. So over here, right. So let's go ahead and zoom in all the way to here. So Pluto already has an atmosphere from my custom, because it's a custom version. It's very, very dark over here, as we can see. So we'll keep it on directional light just so we can see what we're doing here. Right, so Pluto. It seems to be the wrong size. Let's just go ahead and replace it with the correct size Pluto. Yeah, Pluto is one of those weird ones. Like, whenever you save Pluto in a simulation and you reopen it, it makes the size of Pluto smaller. And there's a few objects that do it, but it's very frustrating. That's why those full stops are in it, but clearly that didn't work. So... yeah, there we go. But now we've got a fresh Pluto here. It should already have an atmosphere on it. Oh, okay, no, it doesn't, apparently. Well, it should do. So, I don't know, 1,000 ATMs. There's an atmosphere. You can see there's like little areas of ice on it. There, I'm not sure if they're meant to be there. Okay, so if we close it, reopen it. Oh, God, whoa, what are you doing? So, appearance, atmosphere, colour. So, there we go. So, atmosphere's back. Right. So, surface colours, custom. There we go. All right. So, how's this going to look? So, it's not tinted, so yeah, all the colours will work as normal. So, high elevation, okay, low elevation, let's try a sandy sort of looking colour there. There we go. So, how's that going to look? Right, so there we go. Add some water to it. Please don't smoke up. So, oh, that's all frozen. Never mind, so it's frozen. So, I guess we'll just have to do our little tweaks there. Oh God. Okay, yeah, that's what I was hoping wouldn't happen. So, we'll have to do a bit of cheeky magic here. We're going to lock that. But this we're going to put up to 10 moons, since 10 moons is usually what fixes it from doing that. So let's just go. Oh, God. Oh, it sucked up all the mass and it's ruined it. That's very annoying. it released all the mass, all the smoking up, then it sucked it all back in. Oh, that's why do you have to do that? So Pluto replace. All right, we'll get a fresh one. That's very annoying. Right, so mass 10 moons, lock that, put it to 10 moons. There we go. Right, so click play. Okay, so that's fine. Right, then surface. Gonna go ahead, add the atmosphere back. I mean, doesn't matter, but we just need something for it to work. So 100. Right, appearance, custom, close the menu, reopen the menu. So this is the process you have to go through to get that atmosphere color. Right, so we'll put that as white right now, or blue. How would it look as blue? There we go. So let's leave it on light blue for now, actually. That's looking pretty interesting already. So then oceans, right. Okay, so there we go. All right, it's frozen. I mean, we could keep it as a frozen world. I mean, yeah. Then put it to 20 degrees. Why? Don't do that. Why are you doing that? Nah, why you gotta do that? So what if we make it... I mean, it's got 10 masses of moon. It shouldn't be doing it. 15? And it made it bigger. I thought I locked it. Ah, come on. So that should be 1198. There we go. What is it, 1198? Come on, Pluto. What size are you going to be? I don't want to make Pluto bigger. I just want to make its mass stable enough so we can do it. But yeah, that smoking up thing is very annoying. I know it's 8.6, not 9.8. Right, 8.6. Then lock it. There we go. Right, then we'll go to, I don't know, 20 moons. Is that enough to stop it from freezing up and smoking all that? There we go. See, you just have to make the mass bigger. It's very annoying why the game does that. I'd love to see that smoking up thing be patched as well. I mean, I'm not sure if it's a glitch. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to do that. But yeah, there we go. So Pluto, though, looking very, very interesting already. I mean, look, I really like the way this is coming along. So, right, surface, appearance, right. So how are we going to customize this? So I already had like a yellowish sandy. Oh, wow, okay. Now that's looking... So there's a sandy yellow. Then middle, we're going to go over the forest looking green. Oh, look at that. That's looking really cool. High elevation, I'll keep the same. So it's like a deserty looking world there. It's like a tropical archipelago is what comes to mind when I see this. So there we go. The water levels are fine, so I'm not going to change those. I think it looks really cool the way it is. Now appearance, atmosphere. So what do we want to go with atmosphere? So white, blue, different shades of blue, darker blue. Well, the darker blue does look really nice. So what if I go with the darker blue? Maybe not that dark, Neptune blue. Like maybe we'll go that sort of shade of blue. And then again, I think the white clouds on it will look really good. So let's just go Earth. So like that. There we go. So that's our Pluto, and that's looking very nice. I have to say, look at that. Wow. Very, very nice looking indeed. You've got the clouds there as well. I mean, if we put it back on realistic, this is how dark it is here. I mean, it's quite weird to see a colonized world this far out, but I mean, just for the fun of making this, there's our colonized looking Pluto there. So there we go. Very, very, very nice one indeed as well. So there's our Pluto done. So that makes all the planets and Pluto. I'm not going to bother going any further out for this episode. I think we'll end off there. So yeah, there we go, guys. But yeah, I think next episode I will do the moons. So we got obviously the moon. I think I'll do all of the major moons. So Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune. I think I'll do all of their major moons. But yeah, guys, let me know if you want me to do the stuff further out, like Sedna and Planet Line, because these guys don't receive sunlight anyway. So I think it'd be kind of pointless to colonize those. So I think Pluto should be the limit myself, but I think we should go back and do a part 3 on the moon. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that down below. But before we finish up, let's get a look at all of the planets we have done today, or all of them together now. So let's just get our Pluto color downstairs. That's our colonized Pluto. So we've got a lot more blues in the solar system now. But yeah, there we go. I'm going to go ahead and save this in case we have any problems. So there we go. So save. There we go. Right. So there we are. Right, now let's go into chart mode and let's get a look of the lineup now since we've done all of the gas giants. So they've all been made into Rockies. So Planet 9 is now one of the larger objects in here. So I'm guessing the only thing bigger is Jupiter. So there's our Jupiter here. Probably the weakest out of the ones we've made today, I'd have to say. I think the red tint may not have been the best option. But the red city lights, I think, make up for it. But yeah, the red tint, why you got to do that? So if we just maybe add a bit more water to it, it does get rid of that red, those red areas more. It's just the frozen ice doing that. So yeah, there's a Jupiter, obviously Planet 9. That's no customize there. We've got Saturn now in the. Look how Look how interesting it looks in the sunlight. So there's our Saturn. So quite a tropical sort of jungle-like world is what comes to mind when I see this. So also we've got the yellow tint to get the yellow city lights. Then we have got Neptune here, probably one of the most unique of the objects here. So it's got the very blued out area underneath. It's got the green atmosphere with the white clouds. Then we have got Uranus here. So this is the pale blue one. Also you got some lights in there. The pale blue lights. I don't know if they're... Oh, there's some there. So there they are. So again, it looks like it's freezing up a bit, so we may just have to add a tad more bit of water to it. So yeah, there we go there. It looks like all the water has moved anyway, but there we go. So that's what Uranus should look like. So it's again rolling with the... Well, no, it's not a white atmosphere. It's got the very, very light blue shade of atmosphere on it this time. So yeah, there we go there. Really happy with that. And obviously we've got Earth, Venus, Mars and Mercury we made from last time. So there's our lineup of objects now, and I think, yeah, overall, I think Neptune probably is going to take the cake. I think just the deep, deep blue underneath with that green atmosphere and white clouds, I think that looks amazing. I mean, it may not be the most realistic colonized one, but it's just a bit of fun, you know, this series. But yeah, I think that looks really, really cool. So yeah, there we go, guys. That does it for part 2 of colonizing the solar system up. So yeah, next episode I'll definitely be doing the moons. But yeah, if I should do any other objects, please let me know down below in the comments. And yeah, just any feedback you guys may have, any changes I should make. Anyone knows how to fix all of the annoying problems we've had with the ice and the temperatures and the atmospheres not working, please let me know. But otherwise we'll just have to keep manually resetting them to like 50 degrees just so all the water stays on it. But yeah, there we go. So that does it for this video, guys. So yeah, let's see if we can go for 40 likes on today's video. And yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts again. Just please, anything you got to say, please let me know. Any feedback would be appreciated. But yeah, that all out the way, guys. Also, make sure to subscribe. Helps on the journey to 13,000 subscribers, as we are so close to it right now. So it'd be amazing if we can get that by the end of the week. It'd be really, really awesome stuff. And again, just a massive thank you to you all for coming back to all these videos every day I upload and all that. Just a huge thanks to you all for that. It's absolutely amazing. But yeah, guys, with that all out the way, I'll stop blabbing on now. Make sure you all have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.